KCET 2027 champions. I hope and wish whoever is watching this video is genuinely very, very happy. And if not, probably I can give you some reasons to be happy. Yes? So this is your Jasmine ma'am, and I'm here with a very important video. Probably something that could be helping you really well if at all you watch it right now and not towards the day of examination. So I'll tell you a small story, a small thing actually, incident that happened very recently during the KCET examination this year. So apparently I was making a lot of strategy videos related to how you should be tackling the days which are there. 10-day strategy was there. There was how you should be managing your time within the examination hall and the importance of mock tests. There were so many videos out there. And apparently children said, thank you ma'am, it was so helpful. And then on the day of examination, I spoke to one person I know. He's brilliant with studies. And he said that the first paper, I hope you guys know, it's going to be physics for every one of you. Ma'am, I knew things, but I was not able to complete the paper. Okay, I knew everything, but I was not able to complete the paper. I think I have left around 15 questions, straight 15, last 15 questions, I've just left it. So listen to me very carefully. This is something that could happen to anyone, and I'm pretty sure a lot of comments came after physics paper that we were not able to complete it. The reason is that you are not training yourselves to complete the paper within the given time. I always say KCET examination happens, 80 minutes are there for the examination. But actually 10 minutes, basically after 10 minutes only you will get the OMR sheet and stuff like that. Not the OMR, basically the question paper you will be getting after 10 minutes. So that means 70 minutes. Okay, and how many questions? 60 questions. So we still assume 70 minutes are there, 60 questions. It does not work like that. You will just get 1 minute per question. And you need to start practicing for that. Ma'am, how do we basically, we have to complete the whole syllabus, then only basically we can solve the 60 question and do the practice like that. No, I'm asking you one thing from this point onwards, and that is, if you are solving 10 questions, put a 10-minute timer and start solving it. If you're solving 5 questions, put a 5-minute timer and start solving. You need to have the practice of 1 minute per question. And the worst part of the story is that that kid was not able to even, mark the questions, or probably didn't think much that I have to mark the remaining questions just on a guess basis. Why? Because in KCET there is no negative marking, but you will not get even time to probably think of marking it up, which is exactly why in this particular video I'll give you the whole strategy of how you need to go and appear for the examination as well, even though examination is so far, but you should be practicing it from day one. Okay, and we will also talk more about the negative marking and things like that. So most students over here lose marks not because they don't know, but because they don't attempt the paper smartly. Yes, so always understand the first golden rule is not golden. Golden rule is wrong answers cost you nothing over here in KCET. You will get +1 for all the correct answer. Okay, this is the goal that you should ultimately be having. If you are not answering, basically if you do not know, no penalty, nothing is deducted for a miss. And basically if you are leaving it blank, the same score. So basically over here, if you do not know the answer and still you're attempting and it is wrong, it's not an issue. Why? Because there is no penalty, there is no negative marking at all. On the other hand, basically if you're giving it blank also, still it will be just 0. Then why not take the risk of attempting it? It's not even a risk actually. Take the opportunity to attempt it, and probably there are chances that you can get it correct. So leaving a question blank is a single biggest mistake. It's a guaranteed 0 that you chose. Okay, when you're leaving a question blank, it's a guaranteed 0. It's not probability 0, it's for sure going to be 0. But when you attempt it, we do not know. 50% chance of it is there that it can get correct, 50% chance is that it can get wrong, but still you do not have anything to lose. So next time, probably when you're solving 5 questions, okay, when you're solving 5 questions, there will be questions that you surely know. Attempt it. There will be questions that you do not know. Leave it? No. Attempt it. Still attempt it. Try to use as much logic as you can in that question and try to attempt it and see, did it work? And if it worked, what was the logic that you applied over there? So what you should be doing then in this particular case, I'm going to now tell the strategy of it. So attempt all 60. If at all you have a mindset that I'll attempt only what I know already, It does not work. It's an old mindset. The KCET mindset is solve what I know first, then intelligently mark every remaining question out there. Obviously, it's like if you think that it's a guesswork that I have to do, you cannot. For example, there are 5 questions, okay? And you came across one question which you do not know. Okay, ma'am said that we have to attempt it anyway. I'll just attempt it. No. You have time. First, solve the questions that you actually know. Invest time for that. Later on, you can do the guesswork, because this is anyway probability chance. Okay, why are you missing out on things that you actually know, right? So first priority will be obviously to solve the questions that you know, and I'll be talking about that in this particular video itself. So listen to me carefully. Anyway, I hope you have understood that I should be solving the questions that I know first. Then later on, probably I can solve the other questions also, but it should not be like I will solve only the questions that I know and I'll leave all of it. Don't do that. Okay, so even a pure guess has a real chance of becoming +1. So do that. Now the next rule is that work the paper in 3 rounds. This is what I was talking about. So the round 1 is basically solving the short questions which are there. You know it. It's very easy to solve. It's a direct question. You have learned it before somewhere. The same concept is being applied. Solve them. In the round 2, there might be some questions that you come across. For example, I say 1, 2, 3. First question was very easy. Second question is, I know it, but it is taking longer than usual. There is too much time required for it. Okay, you get it. So what are you going to do? You're going to mark it up. And this is something that I have said to my students, that try to solve this, try to build a habit like this from this point onwards. Give a sign for all of it. For the questions that basically you have no idea. Okay, for the questions you have no idea, put something like this around. Okay, for the questions that you're going to solve later, probably circle it. In that way, when you come back, at that time you will not get too much time. That's what I'm telling you. When you come back, you know, okay, this is the question that I was planning to solve. You will forget what you were planning to solve. So what you're going to do, come back over here, solve this question, get the short +1 mark. You get it? This was just time taking, but it will still give you marks. This is the question that probably you can attempt at the last point, that is round 3. So smart guess, whatever is left, guess intelligently, never leave a blank behind. So basically, that's what I'm telling you. If you try to do all this thing on the day of examination directly, it will become tough. So from this point onwards, I know. For the questions that takes too much time, I have to round it up. For the questions that I do not know, I am going to put this thing. It's sorted. It's a habit now. Until the day of examination is going to be a habit. You get it? You get what I'm trying to tell? Yes, and everyone who is going to follow this, as in basically who is going to make sure that I am going to solve all the questions and in this manner, and ma'am is making things understandable over here, that in that particular case, comment down right now that no question remains blank. Put it down in the comment section right now, and by this you should mean it. Do not randomly put it and mean it. Okay, that yes, I am going to follow this. The next 5 questions that I'm going to solve, I am going to use this logic and I'll never leave any question blank. Okay, got it? Yes, that's the thing I want from you. And by the way, if you want more such videos, and also academic videos are ongoing in the live format, we want to interact with you. So come for the live and hit on the subscribe button right now. Hit on it right now for getting all such videos. Yes? Okay, now the next thing is never let one question trap you. What do you mean by that? So most of the times what happens is we are in a disbelief that, oh my God, I studied this. How can I forget? I'll just think. What is happening over here? Your time is going. I told you, basically we say that 80 minutes are there for 60 questions. It does not work like that. Okay, for the first 10 minutes, they are not going to give you the question paper. For the first 10 minutes, what are you going to do? Okay, so I'm just writing it over here so that you understand also in a better manner. So the first phase is basically where you get the OMR sheet and you are going to fill the details. You are going to fill the details, okay? In the second slot is where after 10 minutes, so this is being done after 10 minutes, you are going to get your question paper. Now from this phase to this phase, you are going to attempt it. So 10 minutes is already gone, you just have 70 minutes, and I'll technically say there is not even 70 minutes, there will be just 60 minutes. Because there will be time required for you to read the question, read the option, solve it, especially in subjects like physics, chemistry, mathematics, you will have to solve it. It won't be always theoretical, right? In biology, yes, it is theory, so obviously you might not have to invest too much of your time. But when it comes to the subjects like this, where you have to solve it, 70 minutes, or when I say there are 70 minutes. Basically, you should be adding the time for you to solve the question as well. So always use the logic, I just have 1 minute. And if at all a question takes more than 1 minute, if at all a question takes more than 1 minute and it is not giving any outcome, you're not even halfway there. If you think that you're halfway there and little more time, if at all you invest, you can solve it. Okay, give a little more time. 1 minute, 30 seconds is also fine. But if you feel that it's taking too long and I'm not getting any idea, I'm not getting any clue, please make sure you just mark it up and move forward. Okay, so you need to understand that KCET is also about speed. It's very important. Even if you know the answer, you might not be able to attempt it. And as I said, in the physics paper they came, they all said that, ma'am, I was not able to complete the paper and I felt so sad. They got an idea. In the chemistry paper, they used a different method altogether. You get it? So that's why I'm telling you, your examination day should not be your rehearsal day. Your rehearsal is this. You should be doing that right now, not on the exam day. Got it? Yes. Now the next thing is elimination turns a blank into a bet. So whenever you come across a question that you do not know at all, okay, remove the clearly wrong option. Remove it. You clearly know it's going to be wrong. The extreme or outlier option, for example, you have a question saying that 1 and 100 is the option and in between that you have 20 and 22. Basically, you know that this and this would be definitely gone. Obviously, it's not going to be as straight as I showed you like this, but there will be options where you can see this. I actually created a Tukka strategy video where I'd given you the actual examples of KCET question. So not all of it, you can apply it very rarely, but still. Okay, so please remove the extreme value out there. The unit mismatch option, there might be something that will be asked you in different unit. In the option, there might be different unit. You will be able to understand it. That can be working. And obviously, the illogical option does not make any sense. You can remove it. Now, with questions also, I can help you and I help you try to understand, but that will be done more towards the examination, not now. If you're really very curious, you can probably watch the MCQ Tukka strategy there. Okay, so that is how it goes. In that case, from having 4 options, we are coming to 2 options and we just have to choose between 2. So this has to be done, as I said, for the questions that you do not know at all. That means basically you have marked it like this. Okay, you are going to attempt it at the last phase, that is round 3. For them, you have to do like this. Cool. So what have we discussed so far? So we have discussed so far that basically you have to attempt all the 60 questions out there. The second thing that we have discussed right over here is basically attempt the question in 3 rounds. The first round, the questions that you know. Second round, the questions that you know that takes too much time. The third round, the smart guess thing. Okay, then I told you that assume that 1 minute per question is only there and you have to start solving on the basis of it from now itself. And the last thing is that whenever you're solving questions that you are doubtful in, try to eliminate as much options as you can. Okay, remove the illogical option and check for the unit mismatch. There might be minute silly things that we go unnoticed, so make sure you notice that and you find a logic in that. Cool. And now, your OMR sheet is a real exam. Always know that. This is also where all of you do mistakes. So write answers on the question paper first. As in basically you can tag, if you just want, you know that 1, 2, 3, 4 and you do not want to do the round thing, you just put a mark down right there. You can do that. That's not an issue. Okay. So write answers on the question paper first, not in a way that the invigilator will take you out. Okay. But in a way that it's subtle, and obviously the person next to you will be having a different code in the paper. So cheating is anyway not possible out there unless and until the paper is being leaked, and God forbid, let that not ever happen with you guys. And so yes, so please do that. Okay, in that case basically you get a clarity. This is the answer. I just have to mark this. Now shade the OMR in careful batches. So there are some people who basically, what do? I generally recommend, if you know a question and you are very clear with it, mark it then and there. There are some people who do 10 questions, mark it in the paper and then they do it. It's kind of risky, but if you're doing it, make sure you're doing it very carefully. And the bad part of the story is that sometimes we think that we will mark, but we do not get time to mark it. You get it, and you might lose that chance. You have solved it, but you have not marked it. That is why you lose it. So I'll still recommend, if you see some question, you know surely, go and mark it up there. That will be the best thing that you can do. For the things that are short, definitely don't do it. And 1 bubble per question, never 2. So never have 2 things. It is going to be disqualified. Two things, that means it is going to be rejected out there. Now blue or black ballpoint pen only. So from this point onwards, you can download the OMR sheet. You want the OMR sheet? I can give you. I can give you the link to download the OMR sheet. join the WhatsApp channel, because that is where all the live updates and basically all the PDF and everything is usually being shared. So you can just join it. I can give you the OMR sheet if at all you want at this point. Do you want it? Let me know that as well. Okay, so make sure you do this and do not mark it like this. You have to color it up like this. Very, very, very important. Any small mark right over here, suppose, it is going to be considered as rejected. This question will be considered as rejected. So yes, you have to be careful. Cool. So this is, again, we are talking about negative marking, but I'm just telling you that this is also very, very important, because at the end you are going to attempt the paper fast. No, because for the questions that you do not know, you're going to just do the guesswork and do it. At that time, it could be a mistake. It could be a miss. So that's why I'm telling you, be very, very careful over here. Now, what you should absolutely not do. So things that you should do, I have discussed. Things that you should absolutely not do, that is spending 5 minutes on one question. Never ever possible. I'll say more than 1 minute 30 seconds, never possible, never ever possible. Okay, leaving the last 10 questions blank because you think that I do not have time. Mark it up. It's just last 5 minutes left for your examination to end, and basically not know what to do. Mark the last 20 questions as in a way as you can and just put it, but do not leave them blank. Shading randomly without reading options, obviously you're not going to do that. Changing answers again and again. In the OMR, obviously you cannot. In the question paper, I'll recommend not to. Within the required amount of time, solve the question, and that's all. Filling the OMR in the last minute rush. This is what I was saying. I'll try to avoid it. Don't try to solve the questions in batches. It's something that I'm clearly against. But if you feel that you're okay with it, you can manage it, but you have to try. In that case, you have to start trying from this point itself. Okay? Yes. Now, should I start working on it from today? The answer is definitely going to be yes. Okay, I always say every 5 question is basically a mock. Unless, basically, if the questions are KCET level, if you're keeping a timer, it's just like a mock. You get it? So please start attempting questions. You have studied something, I'm pretty sure you know certain things. Spot the questions from the PYQs out there, start solving it. And then after solving it, understand how many did I leave blank? Okay, how many questions were there that I was not able to solve? Basically, this gives you an idea about the conceptual mistakes, the concepts thing that you do not know. You'll get to understand that, okay, I'm lagging behind in this particular concept. How many guesses became correct? This gives you an idea about basically whatever guesses you're doing. Are you applying some logic into it? If you think that all of them are correct, basically you're not applying any logic. If you train yourself to apply some logic, you might get at least a few of them correct. So please see that. Okay, next one. How many mistakes came from hurry because of speed? And which chapter scores the easiest? This obviously would come to you later, but whenever it comes, make sure you keep a track on that. This is my scoring chapter. I do really well over here. This is going to be really helping you later on. Okay, so over here, the first thing that I ask you to do is attempt mock. 5 question, 10 question, whatever question is, have a timer. Analyze. Whenever you solve the question, analyze. Am I doing a silly mistake? Or am I doing a conceptual mistake? If silly, I have to be very careful. If conceptual, I have to read the concepts. Okay, now I have solved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of that, basically 3, 4, 5 were guesswork. In that case, out of 3, 4, 5, how many of them did I get correct? None of them. Basically, I'm not using any logic over here. In that case, I should be starting using logic as well. And in that case, how much time will I require? Will I be able to complete the questions that I already know? You get it? So this is how you should be approaching anything, any set of questions. You get it? You have plenty of resources. You have the PYQs. I'm pretty sure everyone has it. If not, take the reference of it. The previous year also, we did so many classes on PYQs and things like that. Just look into it. See the question. The question is there. Do not listen to us. See the question and try to solve it if at all you do not have it. You have resources. You get it? You have resources. And by the way, one more thing, we have officially launched our Pariksha Veera course, and yesterday was the first class out there. It was physics class, and my dear children, here also in our Pariksha Veera course, I hope you guys know it. So there is second PUC that we are targeting to complete by November 6th. That is a deadline that we have given for children and us, that we are going to complete second PUC completely, whether at board level, KCET level, everything. So that 40 question is fixed in KCET. Okay, in there, and if at all you wish to be a part of it, you can definitely check it out in the link below. The reason why I am saying is that while I was creating PPT, I thought of just one particular thing. So in Pariksha Veera course also, there is an option to go with my test. Okay, so obviously it will take some time to reflect because the classes officially just begin, but once it does, basically you can go ahead and solve some questions out there. It is going to be really good for your preparation as well. But as I said, yes, it will take a week's time or some for getting things activated out there, but the classes are already live. If you have missed it by any chance, go check it out. The pricing for that is 3,499. Yes, so if you wish, you can go check it out. If you think that I can manage, go for it, no problem. Okay, yes. Now the last one, the last thing that I would love to say, and with that I will end this particular video. Make every mark count. Attempt all. Do not panic. Use elimination and respect your OMR. Do not do this. You will lose your marks there. Okay, and don't panic. Will come only if you start today. Only if you start today, that's when you will understand that I do not need to panic, because I know the trick. I have done it. And I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure no one starts from today. And that's why you are scared of competition. That's why you're worried about the rank inflation and a lot of things. So let's not be worried about any of it. Let's face it, this year, KCET 2027 champions who are studying with us from Deeksha, Karnataka, and if from any other source also, it's totally fine. I just wish the best for you. May all of you get some best college out there. Okay, so lots of love from Jasmine ma'am, and do tell me if at all this video was good, it gave some information to you in the comment section below, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Lots of love. Bye bye, take care.